Kia ora koutou katoa, I te mana whenua o nai tuahuriri tēnā koutou. E mihi ana ki a koutou katoa, tēnā koutou. Nau mai tauti mai I raro e te kaupapa o te rā, e mea ana te whakatoki. Kia rite, kia Māui whakaro. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. So a very big welcome to you all here this evening. It's not quite the showcase event we were anticipating, but in a challenging world, it's absolutely fantastic to have you all here tonight to celebrate the 9th Annual Summer Startup Program Showcase. The whakatoki, or proverb, refers to Māui. Kia rite, kia Māui whakaro. And that refers to Māui as an innovator and disruptor, and bringing that innovation and disruption to the world. Tonight, with our cohort, we'll be celebrating our innovators, our entrepreneurs, and really looking forward to showcasing the work that they've done over the last 10 weeks. So I'd like to invite our MC for the evening to the stage, Anna Gunther. She's an innovator and a disruptor in her own right. She was the founder or co-founder of Pledge Me, crowd-raising platform about a decade ago. She champions women in business now for NZTE. So welcome to the stage, Anna. Thank you.
Kia ora koutou, no otapoti oho, ko Anna toko ingoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. Thank you so much for having me. As introduced, my name is Anna, and I'm the co-founder of Pledge Me, a crowdfunding platform. In the past 10 years, we've raised over $60 million for over 1,600 entrepreneurial and community campaigns all around New Zealand and Australia. I actually started my company at university as well, and much like you in this room, went along to a pitch competition, and I would like to come out and let you know right now, I did not win. In fact, I did not get very far. And so what I want to say is no matter what happens tonight, everyone trying and coming today are winners, in my opinion. I know that's really trite, but it's not about what happens tonight, it's what happens from now on, based on what you've learned, who you've met, and what you want to do in the future. So congratulations to everyone for coming along tonight and pitching and being a part of this program, both those in the rooms, in this room, and also the people watching online. I know this event is a little bit weird in this COVID world. It's not what any of us expected. And so I have to tell you all in this room, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to applaud like there's like 5 times more people in here. So the people online can hear you applauding like they're here. So after every pitch, that's my expectation. Don't worry, I will lead the way, and we're going to be cheerleaders for everyone tonight. So some quick housekeeping. Please wear your masks when you're seated and when you leave your seat. Please maintain a 1 meter distance to those that you do not know. Bathrooms are to the left of the atrium. In the event of a fire or earthquake, please follow the instructions of the piano staff, and the evacuation point is in the piazza, which is the grassy area to the left of the building. I think we all know this, but the piano is a smoke, vape, and drug-free zone. So keep that in mind, you students. And if you need to leave the auditorium, please try to do it in the break, so not when someone is up on stage pitching. So tonight we're going to hear from a bunch of amazing people, including Paul Ballentine, Gerard Quinn, and then we're going to go through to the student pitches. We'll have a People's Choice voting section, which I'll explain when it happens. And then we're going to have a keynote address from Luke Campbell, who is a UCE alumni and actually an award winner. So he won. I didn't. He did. This is going to be great. And then at the end, we'll announce the awards and who has won tonight. So the 2 speakers that I'm about to introduce are Paul and Gerard. Paul Ballentine is the Executive Dean at UC Business and a Professor of Marketing. He's got a PhD from Canterbury and started his academic career in Auckland. We did get him back to Canterbury a few years ago, and he's since won the UC Teaching Award. And he loves biking, he's told me, as well as Marvel films, and spending time with his kids while they still think that he's vaguely cool. Gerard Quinn has done a variety of things. He sent me a list. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of information. It's really cool. I don't understand half of it, but that's great. Everything from running air traffic control centers, owning his own manpower company, and running 2 regional economic development agencies. And his fun fact is that he set up a UNESCO Global Geopark. That's one of the things that I didn't know what it was, so you can ask him about that in the break. So I'd like to introduce to the stage Paul and Gerard. We can give them a little clap.
Kia ora koutou katoa. It's always a challenge in terms of appropriate mask etiquette at times like this. It is absolutely wonderful having everybody here tonight. I say here, but I know that's a bit of a vexed word at the moment because while there's about 100 or so people in this room, I also know that there's even more watching this event via live stream tonight. And it's great having you all here to hear the pictures from this year's cohort and also to celebrate the achievements of our student founders. This tonight goes back to November 2021, of course, when the summer startup program got underway. So consisting of 32 students across 23 ventures who worked full-time over 10 weeks. And we're really here to celebrate the 12 that are here tonight to present their ventures for this annual summer showcase. I must say, over the course of the time that the summer showcase, the summer startup has been running, my Facebook and LinkedIn feed has been absolutely full to overflowing in terms of updates. So I've seen everything to do with the guest speakers involved. There's been the mentoring sessions that have been there, and also one of the ones that blew my mind was actually the yoga sessions with Michelle. So I'm not sure if any of the presenters tonight want to demonstrate any of their newfound skills when they're up on stage, but would be an interesting one. For the business school, the Summer Startup Program's a great example about how the school is continuing to create opportunities for students to learn in real-world settings. And this is closely linked to community and industry as well. The school has got extensive connections to business and community organisations, and one of the ones that sets us apart, which is something that we celebrate, is the various accreditations that we have. So we're what is known as a Triple Crown accredited business school that has the 3 main accreditations that business schools can earn. And one of the ones that is reflected in that is a really deep connection with industry. And for you that are presenting here tonight, it's really coming down to those connections have enabled you to be better prepared for the future in terms of what society and what it is that business needs as well. In the business of making a difference is the mission of the UC Business School. So both economically and socially, I think everyone here tonight, the students that are going to be presenting, really embody this mission with the passion and commitment that you've actually gone and showed in the areas of innovation and entrepreneurship. To the top 12 here tonight, I want to say well done on what you have achieved by getting here. As was alluded to before, this program's been running for a number of years, and you now join the alumni that have gone through that summer startup program. I'm looking forward, and often this does occur through things like LinkedIn, I'm following your ups and downs. They're always going to happen, but probably in all likelihood too, those inevitable successes that are going to come about by the hard work that you show both here and beyond as you go on into your careers. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the UCE team. You've all done an amazing job of supporting these students and getting us to the point where we are tonight. And that's even more special taking into account the disruptions that have been caused by COVID over the previous few weeks. So thank you to the UCE team too. A final one is the success of the Summer Startup Program is largely dependent on the support provided by the Christchurch innovation and entrepreneurship community. More than 60 people gave up their time to be speakers, mentors and judges as a part of this program. We had an entrepreneur from the USA able to beam in via Zoom to help support our students. And this is all part of the importance we place on our students being able to hear and learn from a range of people to help develop their ideas that end up being on show here tonight. So once again from me, thank you everyone that has contributed to the success of the Summer Startup Program. I wish the top 12 ventures presenting tonight the very best of luck for tonight, and also my very best wishes for what I'm sure is going to be a very bright and successful future. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everyone. Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Gerard Quinn tōko ingoa, he kaihatoa hou o tu pokapu raku hi nonga. My name is Gerard Quinn, and I have the pleasure of being the Director of the University's Centre for Entrepreneurship. Our purpose at UCE is to increase the entrepreneurial spirit and capability both within the university and beyond. We equip people to take an idea and to transform it into a venture which will make positive impact. It could be socially, environmentally, commercially, or a combination of them all. Now, we also develop business-oriented student clubs. We run the Hatchery Incubator for student ventures. We teach into innovation degrees, and we run a maker space to support physical product design. We also help established companies with commercialisation, growth and expansion through Linklab, which is our internationally connected growth incubator. In this, we are well supported by Callum Innovation. We run Disrupt Challenges to target better health outcomes and to grow the value of some of the key sectors for Canterbury, like the primary sector and the aerospace sector. And in this, we are very well supported by Christchurch NZ. We run programs for MSD to help people on welfare start their own businesses. And working with the Business School's MBA, the Business Taught Masters and Executive Education, we wrap ourselves around local businesses to help them grab their opportunities. Summer Startup, that provides students with the opportunity to explore what it's like to be an entrepreneur. And as some of us know, it's one hell of a journey. So we are very, very conscious of looking after the welfare of our founder startups. But we also hope that the students have had some fun along the way, and we know that we've had some fun being on the journey with you. We are mindful to include Mataranga Māori in the program, not only as a way of recognising unique perspectives, solutions and markets, but also to introduce students to that multicultural market we call the world. And we hope that students find Summer Startup transformational and that they go on to transform the lives of other people. Now, unfortunately, this evening you will only see 12 of the 23 ventures from Startup 21. I would have loved to have every one of those companies, those ventures up here in front of you this evening. Unfortunately, we are only trying to present a sample of the great ventures and people from this year's program. That's why we call it a showcase. But every venture that went through the journey with us, we are impressed with the quality of ideas, the mahi you put in, and the passion that was displayed by all the teams. And while some ventures may outline the resources they need to take their idea forward, I just must point out that this does not constitute a pitch for investment in terms of the Financial Markets Conduct Act. There will be 5 awards presented this evening. First of all, the Innovation Award, and that recognises the venture which presents a really novel solution to a clearly defined problem. We'll have an Impact Award, and that recognises the venture that really has clearly defines its impact and has a very good chance of being implemented. The Presentation Award recognises the team that actually presents their idea, their pitch, in the most compelling and engaging way. The Most Well-Developed Venture Award recognises that venture which actually integrates all the key elements that we focus on in the program: problem, solution, market, business model, feasibility and pitch. And as Anna pointed out, there will also be a People's Choice Award voted on by you here tonight and by all those watching online, and the instructions on how to do that will be presented on the screen later after the pictures. When I said at the start that I have the pleasure of working at UCE, I mean it sincerely. I love it because I get to work with people who have put their hand up to make a difference, and I take my hat off to all of you. Again, a big shout out to the UCE team who have made Startup happen. Lisa, Michelle, Mary, Tim, James, Will, Malcolm. Later on, Lisa will also acknowledge that raft of people that have contributed to the success of the program. Next year will be the 10th anniversary of the Summer Startup program. We have plans to make it a real celebration of the great people and ventures which have been part of that decade of success. We hope that you will join us again then. But in the meantime, thank you for coming, and let's get ready to be amazed by the pictures from Summer Startup 21.
Okay, are we ready? Oh no, I need more than that. Are we ready? Okay. Let's just picture in your mind. I've just gotten up on stage 10 years ago and I pitched Pledge Me to you. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna applaud? Go. More. Just one more time, I'm sorry. Can you just give me a little bit more? You're pretending to be 300 people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. That's exactly what I wanted, thank you. So, it's not about me, this is about the pitches. And I also had on here to remind you that the Financial Markets Authority would like to let you know that this is no offer to invest today. You should not rely on any information that's being presented as an investment decision. So, just so you know. We're going to welcome the first company to the stage, and actually the first company to the stage is going to be presenting online via video, so Shifting States and Dwayne. And Dwayne will be watching online, so you do still need to applaud at the end, like there's been 300 people in this room, okay? Okay, let's go.
I'm Dwayne Allen, and I'm the founder of Shifting States. And we're building the world's first conversational AI for helping SME owner managers optimize stress. We call it State Shifter. Right now, there is a rising surge in stress-related illness plaguing SME owner managers here and around the world. This has prompted our government and some other large organizations to pledge their support for SME mental health initiatives. And while a quarter of owner managers have identified mental health as their most immediate priority, current solutions are neither designed for nor align with the unique realities of owner-manager life. So, the time is right, the market is ready, and we have a solution. State Shifter is a smartphone-based conversational AI that uses text, messaging, video, and voice to engage with owner-managers, providing one-to-one, on-demand support at scale. This is truly a product like no other, and that's not hype. You see, State Shifter is based on cutting-edge research demonstrating that people's core beliefs about stress determine the effects of stress itself. Simply put, State Shifter targets owner-managers' core beliefs or mindsets about stress using our proprietary interactive methodology. It helps them to cultivate a mindset that embraces stress, shows them how to use it, rather than merely avoid or reduce it. And we know it works. In our pilot, we found evidence of problem-solution fit. Not only was State Shifter successful in shifting owner managers' beliefs about stress, those in our test group reported, on average, a 34.6% increase in work performance and productivity. Best of all, 5 out of 6 owner managers were eagerly willing to pay for access to State Shifter. Speaking of payment, we plan to make money by using a SaaS subscription model. And while our initial target market is the 530,000 plus NZ owner managers, this is a global problem. There are approximately 400 million SMEs in the world, and our State Shifter solution can help all of them. To pull this off, a uniquely qualified team consists of myself, a PhD candidate and UI conversational interface designer with expertise in stress mindset and entrepreneurial stress, among other things. My CTO, Ruben Evans, a senior software developer with a master's degree in machine learning. We've known each other for around 11 years and have collaborated on startup tech projects. We deeply understand the space and have the expertise to make this a smashing success, to build and to win the market. And while our current focus is on scientifically validating the effects of State Shifter in a large-scale experiment, We envision a world where StateShifter is driving the largest network in the stress optimization and performance space, deeply personalizing to users over the long term and serving as an important day-to-day influence in their lives. StateShifter, optimize stress, perform at your best.
Okay, I felt like there was maybe 150 people in the room with that clap. And so for the next one, we're gonna go next level, right? Next level up. Next up we have, welcoming to the stage, Holly from A Damn Good Idea.
Installing fear within the students about the risks of STIs. The conversation turned to condoms and how freely accessible they are, and vital for protection, even during oral sex. There was no mention of how to keep safe when condoms are not appropriate. This made me feel as if my sexual health didn't matter, or at least not as much as those who can use condoms. As bananas and not...
Sorry, we're not gonna start again and turn your microphone on. Sorry, we replaced the batteries earlier so we wouldn't have to do this, but
it's not a picture. And without at least one technical issue, so we're just gonna, okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. And this gives me time to say that I think that Holly's company name is one of the best company names I've ever heard in my entire life. So I think that, you know, I can't wait to hear more puns in this conversation. But they will be back on stage any minute, and we're gonna do the same sort of clap on that you did just before. I really liked that. I felt like it was at least 200 people that time. So we're working up to it. I'm just gonna keep on talking until I see her over there. So, the weather was really weird today. Was it just me? Went from raining to sunny. I'm really interested if anyone online is commenting at the moment. Can anyone see that? Do we know if they're saying, oh no, she's coming back. Okay, we're gonna pretend like we're starting again. Oh yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, welcome Holly to the stage. Damn good idea.
Is it working now? Awesome. As some of you may have not heard, I'm Holly Miller, and I'm going to talk to you about oral sex. And my venture, A Damn Good Idea. Back to my story. Little 16-year-old me, she was sitting in the back of the classroom. The teacher was telling the kids about the risks of STIs. The conversation turned to condoms and how freely accessible they are and vital for protection. There was no mention of how to keep safe when condoms were, well, not appropriate. This made me feel as if my sexual health didn't matter, or at least not as much as those who could use condoms. As bananas are not the only fruit in the fruit bowl. There is a product for vulva owners. It's called a dental dam, originally used in dentistry, then repurposed in the early 90s for STI protection, resulting in a product that's not that functional or, well, aesthetically pleasing. With this product being really hard to access within New Zealand. A Damn Good Idea is here to revolutionize the dental dam, creating the dam, a sexy, functional and accessible product for vulva owners to use during oral sex. I have elicited a large amount of positive feedback from this project. I've also gained a lot of interest and excitement around options for women's sexual health, including an article being published in the Herald. I've been working with some groups like New Zealand Sex Worker Collective who are keen to help conduct user testing trials. This venture has also gained support from different LGBTQ+ community groups. A similar product, Laurel's Panties, is doing well in the US. This shows that there is demand for this type of product. However, Laurel's is not yet STI protection approved. With 2.5 million vulvas in New Zealand, and a market that hasn't been traditionally serviced well. A damn good idea has a damn good market potential. I aim to sell packs of 6 for around $10, starting with an online direct-to-consumer marketing strategy. The next step of this venture, however, though, is to create those functional prototypes and get on the way with those testing. To get to our vision, to get the dam to be as common as condoms. This is where I am looking for you. I'm looking for some socially conscious investors who are wanting to help explore an untapped market. I'm also looking for some people with some cool skills to be able to help me upscale this design into the next stages of this venture. In short, I'm looking for some damn good people to help me make this damn good idea to a damn good business. Thank you very much.
She delivered all of the puns that I wanted. That was so good. Next up, I would like to welcome to the stage Oasis Orbital Systems with Mectum.
All right, mic check. Nice. Kia ora. My name is Mectum Tesfaye. I'm the founder of Oasis Orbital Systems. And like many other curious minds and space enthusiasts, I've marveled at the night sky my whole life and wondered, when will I get the chance to be up there among the stars, or look back down at our planet and live out my childhood dream of becoming an astronaut? As private space companies began to take people to space, we got the sense that this was just out of the average person's reach and that soon enough, we would all get to see the planet from this higher perspective. However, right now, a 15-minute trip to space can cost up to $500,000. A $500,000 ticket to space is a luxury that only a very small group of people have. As we speak, thousands of people around the world are tuned into the International Space Station's low bitrate, fixed position live stream, hoping that the signal doesn't cut out as they travel across their country. We've spoken to these dreamers, these people that spend hours on these streams, and the message is clear. As a 54-year-old architect put it, without this live stream, the only way to get this view is to be up there. This is the reason why we started Oasis Orbital Systems, with a mission to leverage bleeding-edge technology to deliver affordable and immersive space tourism to the masses. To do this, we will deploy a high-resolution 360-degree camera to orbit and live stream our planet back to the masses. This will be delivered on our application, which will be built for the most popular VR platforms right now. So, why now? The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated our adoption of virtual experiences. There's growing interest in space exploration, and the cost of launching a satellite is at an all-time low. We see the intersection of these three events as the perfect opportunity to start a business like Oasis. Our pricing strategy is simple. Free access means that anyone can enjoy this product with minimal financial risk. A standard package will be ads-free and also allow for chat functionality. And the premium package will give users the ability to access a library of historic footage featuring unique events only visible from space, as well as information layers and the ability to use these live streams on wallpapers and smart TVs. With this model, we expect an annual revenue of $150 per paying customer. And through the use of referral programs and expanding to other VR platforms, we expect to gain a greater customer base, increase revenue, and ultimately grow our market share over the coming years. We have a fantastic team great business partners, and experienced aerospace advisors all helping us in this venture. Early interest in this venture is coming from our partners who are science communication and engagement experts, and this is revealing some great insights into what customers want and helping steer the business in the right direction. So far, we've conducted low-altitude flights using custom camera equipment, tested the feasibility of virtual information layers, and now preparing to launch a weather balloon to over 110,000 feet, using 360-degree cameras to capture the South Island like never before. Using this roadmap, we'll have a revenue-generating business by the end of 2023. So, if you like the sound of what we're doing and want to help accelerate our goals, we're looking for co-founders and support from people with UX and VR software experience, as well as hardware R&D. We're Oasis Orbital Systems, and we're on a mission to deliver affordable and immersive space tourism to the masses. Thank you.
What I really want to know is, with the chat functionality, do you get to talk to an astronaut? Because I think that would be really cool. That was amazing. Up next, I would like to introduce to the stage Bayubal with Maggie and Zoe. Welcome.
Kia ora, I'm Zoe.
And I'm Maggie.
And we're the founders of Bayubal, creating home-compostable, edible fruit labels. Growing up in Hawke's Bay, we always had fresh fruit on hand, but each time we went to take a bite out of our apple, these pesky little stickers got in the way. So instead, we either flicked them away or stuck them on the school rubbish bin, adding to the hundreds that were already there. Existing stickers are either plastic or require specialised composting facilities to break down. Facilities New Zealand does not have readily available.
There is a large global movement for a more sustainable future. Our government, and along with many others, are banning all single-use plastics by 2025. This made us think, why do we actually need fruit stickers? Well, they are essential for multiple legal reasons, not to mention consumer drive for traceability. We knew there was a need for a plastic-free solution. So we set out to create a home-compostable, edible fruit label made from fruit waste. Our label truly breaks down, leaving nothing behind. And as the Bayubal label is made predominantly from fruit waste, it essentially breaks down just as an apple core would.
Bayubal will use contract manufacturing to supply and ship straight to fruit producers. Our market entry strategy targets high-end organic fruit producers, with this fruit already priced at a premium and consumers with higher sustainability expectations. These early adopters are willing to pay up to double for our solution. Our stickers will come on rolls of 30,000, priced at $180 per roll. In 2021, New Zealand exported over 6 billion kiwi fruit and over 2 billion apples. At our price, the total addressable market for kiwi fruit would be between 30 to 40 million, and the total market for apples would be worth between $10 to $15 million. A surprisingly large market for such a tiny label.
We have been part of incubator programs at the University of Canterbury and at Te Ohaka, and are now just starting the Sprout Accelerator program alongside New Zealand's top agri-tech innovators. We've been awarded funding from AgMart, which we are now using to continue development on our MVP with the Callaghan Innovation Advanced Materials team.
We are on track to have our MVP completed and ready for trial by July this year. We have offered this trial run to an organic fruit producer who is extremely excited, as all other alternatives they have tried have not been viable. This is much the same for fruit producers across New Zealand and globally, who have come to us expressing the same problems, wanting our solution.
Our MVP is looking promising, but to successfully reach our first customer post-trial, we will need further capital and connection to manufacturing facilities. Our goal is to see the Bayubal label on all fruits in supermarkets all over the world. But it's just a little label, said billions of people.
Fruit labels are a huge, tiny problem Bayable is here to solve. Thank you.
Okay, it's official. You all are doing better than most 30-plus-year-old people that I have met pitching their companies live for actual investment. So I would just like to say this is amazing, and we've got more ahead of us. Next up, we have James coming to the stage from Linklab.
Edward has a problem. As the co-founder of the Buzz Club, he wants to use an influencer to promote his drinks, but he struggles to find an influencer that aligns with his brand and has the relevant audiences. Meanwhile, Rebecca is an influencer who enjoys natural beverages and values sustainable business. She also has a problem. She signed up for an influencer marketing agency, hoping to get more campaigns, but she is unable to find brands that align with her values. Right now, Kiwi businesses and influencers don't connect very effectively. Watching my parents run their business, I saw this problem unfold firsthand. This got me passionate about helping Kiwi companies and influencers do this more effectively. I'm James, the founder of Linklab. Linklab is the solution for Edward, Rebecca, and hundreds of businesses and influencers across New Zealand. Our online platform enables businesses to find the right influencer and for influencers to land campaigns that align with them. Businesses post campaigns with specific criteria, and influencers browse these campaigns to find the right fit. Influencers are more likely to find campaigns they are passionate about on our platform. This authenticity increases the quality of the content produced and the probability of a higher return on investment for both business and influencer. Linklab's model is simple. Businesses are charged a 20% brokerage fee, while Linklab is free for all influencers. Our research has shown that a significant opportunity lies with New Zealand beverage businesses. We are initially targeting the $40 million spent per year by New Zealand beverage businesses on influencer marketing. We will then expand to target food and fast-moving consumer good businesses. Our go-to-market strategy involves running our first campaigns offline to validate and build our influencer network. Our initial platform is complete and will go live after 10 successful manual campaigns. Linklab has already launched our minimum viable product, where we manually source Instagram influencers for New Zealand businesses. We've already completed 2 successful campaigns. Linklab already has access to approximately 500,000 followers through the influencers that have signed up. A team of advisors has been formed to guide Linklab. The team has many years' experience in marketing, capital raising, and bringing a platform to market. We now have just 8 slots available for discounted Instagram campaigns. Scan the QR code to join Linklab as a business or an influencer now. The influencer industry is broken. We want to make an impact on making influencer marketing accessible, authentic, and successful for Kiwi businesses. So, join Linklab on this journey.
So I'm not very good at maths, but I think that James just told us that he has access to 10% of New Zealand through his social media platform, which I think is quite a high amount of New Zealand. So I think that's amazing. Is it 20%? Did I just do that wrong? I did it wrong. Okay, next up, we would like to welcome to the stage Paige from Pss Beauty.
Pss Beauty is a company destined to empower women to grow their self-esteem through beautiful eyes. Many women wear makeup to feel confident, it can be an outlet for empowerment, joy, and pride. Beauty is a fundamental human need. When someone feels beautiful, they are confident, and their confidence can empower them to be successful. The use of cosmetics to enhance the eyes has been used for centuries. However, in a masked world, our eyes are often the only way that we can express our emotions. Many say that the eyes are the window to the soul. The false lash market lacks innovation. This means that many consumers get stuck in this never-ending cycle, forever searching for the holy grail of lash products. They are never fully satisfied with any solutions offered. Pss Beauty breaks this cycle by solving the issues that consumers face: ease of use, packaging waste, quality, look, and the overall enjoyment of false lashes. Our lashes are a promise of luxury. Handcrafted from the highest quality synthetic mink, they are cruelty-free, vegan, and tailored to suit multiple age groups. As a trained eyelash technician myself, I have a deeper understanding of lash safety, and I've been able to apply this to my product development. Our packaging serves to combat the 120 billion tonnes of cosmetic waste that goes to landfill every single year. Pss Beauty follows a multi-channel approach to engage consumers at different stages of their lash journey. The use of expert consultation and brick-and-mortar retailers will capture first-time users or impulse buyers. Our online store is made for those who already know what they want, utilising online trial technology. And finally, our curated subscription model is for false lash lovers who want to explore different styles. Interest in beauty subscription services has skyrocketed over 900% since 2014. Alongside this, the false lash market has also boomed, with the COVID-19 pandemic rendering many alternatives inaccessible. Although data on the New Zealand false lash market is hard to come by, we can estimate that this market sits at between $3 to $5 million. We aim to take 20% of this market within our first 18 months. Our value lies in our curation of ranges that are proven, ethical, high-quality, sustainable, personal, intimate, and beautiful. We target women who enjoy luxury products from different markets or who already invest in luxury makeup, as many of these luxury makeup companies do not offer false lashes. These values are weaved through every aspect of Pss Beauty. To reflect these, our supplier has 3 ISO qualifications and has pioneered the false lash industry for the past 50 years. Our journey began in April 2020 with the COVID-19 lockdown. We went through the Prince's Trust online enterprise course. Later that year, Martin Smith, former CEO of L'Oreal Paris, New Zealand, joined the team as my business mentor. Since then, we have brought on board a design team and legal support around our intellectual property. My name is Paige Sullivan. I'm the founder of Pss Beauty, and we make sustainability beautiful in all respects by providing a luxury experience without sacrificing ethicality so that women can grow their self-esteem through beautiful eyes. Thank you.
Okay, we are halfway through. There are 6 more pitches to come, and I just want to make sure that you're all ready for them. So what I'm thinking, if you're up for it, is like just a little bit of a wave across the room, where you just go up, and then we move across, and we're going to start. I'm going to point at you, and I point at you. I just want you to wave. So you're awake. You're awake. You're showing me you're awake. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh, this is so fun. Okay. I'm not going to go back. But next up, I would like to welcome to the stage Abdullah from Tron Riders.
Kia ora. I'm Abdullah from Tron Riders, where we envision a future of riding without the fear of theft. I've been a keen cyclist all my life. However, in the past 10 years, I've had 6 cycles stolen. They were taken from the mall, the university, and even my own home, despite using expensive locks. Losing my bike was agonizing. Months, desperately calling the police, searching through the internet. I lost my only source of transport. Worst of all, I lost the ability to pursue my lifelong passion for cycling. 21,000 Kiwis suffer from the same agony. From the data collected from the police, this equates to a loss of $30 million. Locks can be broken. We need a better solution. Introducing our first product, Tron Security. Tron Security is a physical product that's designed to be embedded inside the bike and is interfaced through a mobile app. It has three main features that reflect our three core values. Prevent cycle theft through an alarm system. Take action by using GPS tracking. And retrieve the bike safely by collaborating with the police. Using the app, a virtual lock is enabled, which activates a motion detection feature. If theft is detected, an alarm system is triggered, which will deter the thief as well as notify the owner. If the thief persists, the live location will display the bike in the app. The live location of the bike will be displayed on the app. Crucial information such as the serial number, time, and location of the theft can be stored and shared instantly with the police and selected members in the community. We'll be targeting new bike buyers and existing owners of valuable bikes. Bike sales are rising, with over 200 bikes sold last year, and 75,000 of them were e-bikes. Tron Security will be priced at $150 upfront with a $5 per month subscription fee. This will be available at bike shops and online. I've already discussed this technology with Hub Cycles and the CEO of Torpedo 7. Both of them are highly interested in having this Tron Security in their shops. We will expand our sales by providing special offers with insurance policies and at universities, as well as get the support from the police in recommending our product. The target revenue is $2 million in New Zealand and $10 million in Australia every year. Tron Security is the only New Zealand-based product that has all the critical features at an affordable price. We'll be running trial runs mid this year and hope to launch in New Zealand in 2023 and the year after in Australia. With my highly passionate and skilled team, I have no doubt that Tron Security will feature cutting-edge technology that will eliminate the problem of cycle theft. We're looking for pre-orders. You can order one on tronriders.co.nz. Securing a bike is the first step to letting the thief know that you care and creating a future where cycle theft is on no one's mind. Thank you.
Awesome. As a government worker who works in export development, I'm very excited that a lot of you have export in your vision plans. So I'm just saying, please keep that up. Come and talk to me when you're ready. And next up to the stage, we would like to welcome Tiana from Incusco.
Kia ora. My name is Tiana. I'm the founder of Incusco. Over the past 10 years, I've developed a system that's helped me vastly improve my productivity and effectiveness in achieving anything. For this, I can thank the 5.5 years which I served in the Royal New Zealand Navy and my recent degree in psychology. This system is founded on evidence-based theories and models to help people achieve their goals and improve well-being. But helping my friends wasn't enough. So I turned this system into a planner. The Incusco planner is made for the overachievers, the always busy, and the I never have any damn time for myself kind of people. But I also wanted to see how this could evolve. So we digitalized it and gave it steroids. The Incusco app is made to integrate with all third-party calendars and any tracking app so that you can see all updates on a single interface. This also works alongside our planners. My favorite aspect is the AI feature. This can tell you and add to your schedule. It can help you order the groceries, and it can even make suggestions, all while accounting for your personal goals and habits, just to name a few of its features. Think of its brain as a personal Google search engine. My goal with Incusco is to help people save the one true resource that we all have, time. Our point of difference is that none of these provide the same level of functionality and choice of medium. We're currently selling our planners at the Long Way Home Store at the Tannery, Scorpio Books at the CBD, and via our website for $68 each. We'll be selling our app to students at a one-off fee or to non-students on a subscription-based model. Our sales plan is to sell our planners in selective stores and online to help boost sales in the national and international markets. Since our first lockdown, productivity tools have skyrocketed the productivity industry to over $66 billion in the global market and counting. This is because those who had to work from home desperately needed a way to balance both their personal and their work lives. Think specifically of parents who had to deal with their kids 24/7. Incusco isn't just a planner, and we are much fucking more than a productivity tool. We are your answer to streamlining all your demands into one place. Tonight, we've launched our Kickstarter campaign to crowdfund app development, and I would love it if you could scan our QR code and back our campaign. Our app is expected to be available to market on the 1st of July this year. My name is Tiana Smith, and this is Incusco. Thank you.
I really like that I wasn't the first person to swear on stage. That was really, really well done, Tiana. Next up, we would like to welcome to the stage Elliot from Falcon Overland's Power Hub.
G'day everyone, I'm the founder of Falcon Overland. My biggest passion is travelling and camping. And when I was a kid, all I used to have was a tent and sleeping bag. But these days, I have a fully kitted out four-wheel drive with all the modern day comforts, like lighting, a stereo, a fridge, of course my favourite, the coffee machine. But when it came to wiring these up, it was a nightmare. There were wires everywhere, and it was a complicated mess. And although I'm experienced in this area, all it took was one bad connection and my vehicle caught fire. Now, in the vehicle accessories market, if you're a DIYer or auto electrician, we all face similar issues. And that's time complexity, risk of fire, and a few examples: my popper's boat, my uncle's boat, and my dad's van. Yes, complicated, I know. That's why we created Falcon Overland's Power Hub. All you need to do is plug your accessories and your batteries in, and you're done. No need for a complicated mess of wires. It's all done for you. Zero electrical experience is needed. There's an 80% time saving. There are 90% less components, wires, and connections. And there is zero risk of fire from poor connections. Whether you've got a four-wheel drive boat or van, the Power Hub has a solution for you. Whether it's the micro power all the way through to our gigapower. Our competition is also limited. There are a few products out there that solve one or two of the issues, but not the big problem. And our biggest competition will be auto sparkies, which we price aggressively against. The market for outfitting vehicles is booming. We've all seen the Instagrams of #vanlife, and it's getting trendy. And now is the time for the Power Hub to become the central heart of every four-wheel drive, van, and boat. The market size in New Zealand totals at 350 million, of which 50 million of this is achievable. So where are we? We're currently starting our first production run, which will be available for purchase from our early adopters next month. We're going to organically grow in New Zealand for the next year, at which point We're going to need to raise $500,000 in order to develop a product that can be mass manufactured, allowing us to quarter our costs and get us into the overseas markets. I'm Elliot Neville, the founder of Falcon Overland, and we need your help. We need investors, we need pre-orders. If you or someone you know can help, please get in contact. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but I've never accidentally set my car on fire, and that sounds like a really bad day. But I love that he's made something to solve that problem. Next up, I'd like to welcome to the stage Aroha and Mccoy with Te Reo Purakau o Te Ori Ori.
Nau mai ngā piki ko tuku, ki runga e nei ko rero e.
E teiwi, nei rā te mihi, ko mana kore Rickers King tōku ingoa.
Ko aroha Rickers tōku ingoa.
He uri māua no tuahuriri, kaitahu, kātima moi, waitaha whānui. And we are co-founders of Te Reo Pūrākau o Te Oriori. 4% of Kiwis speak and understand Te Reo Māori, and it is steadily declining, along with the customary processes of Te Reo Pūrākau o Te Oriori, the songs sung from conception on the birth of the child, the practice of ipu whenua, the child's connection to the land, the customary practice tikanga and sustainable use of harakeke fibre as an indigenous asset. All of these cultural customary practices need te reo to thrive. One cannot simply survive without the other.
Over the past 9 months, we have developed resources to support the revitalisation of our Reo Pūrākau Oriori and its cultural practices. 1. We have designed a book made out of recycled harikiki fibre. 2. We are developing a mobile optimized website. 3. We are weaving ipu whenua.
Te Reo Pūrākau o Te Oriori, the song of identity, your pepeha to your child, about his and hers tribal and ancestral history. Close your eyes and let us all take you on a journey. Nau mai e tama kia piki ake koe I tōra matua ai. Tu hono hono I koe na te amarama e ta kupi wari e.
This authentic journey, this aroha, this wairua that you've heard within this Reo Pūrākau Oriori. The mobile optimized website is for the whānau to connect, the option to listen to that sound, to understand within that sound the kupu, the words, and word translation of the Reo Oriori. The ipu whenua nā. You can, when baby is born, the ipu whenua can hold that placenta. When the whānau is ready, they can plant that whenua, the ipu whenua, to the land.
These 3 products create an experience that revitalizes te reo pūrākau o te oriori and their associated customary practices. Our purpose, we, Airichas Te Pātaka, the company, will do our part to make te reo pūrākau o te oriori a thriving, living language. Our mission is the revitalization of te reo Māori, te reo rangatira, to promote a stronger sense of national identity.
Airichas Te Pātaka Limited's market entry strategy for te reo pūrākau o te oriori. We are negotiating with the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of the Kohanga Reo Trust, to seek endorsement, partnership, to spread this taonga, these products, to the wider community, to the Kohanga Reo centres, to the whānau, nationally. Our second market entry strategy is to receive the Puna Pākihi funding to contribute to the distribution of our products through the whenua, Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Part of our business model is for every 10 packages sold, we will donate 1 package to a community organisation. We are forming strategic partnerships with those like Te Kohanga Reo, MMPO Māori Midwives, Ngā Maya Māori Midwives, and iwi, to form and strengthen our business as a company. Nō reira e te iwi, nau mai haere mai, welcome and go to www.airichastepataka.online to buy directly from us, because social media catch us. Building a child is building a community of 5 million Kiwis, which is building a better world. He wai anō, tēnā koutou.
Tēnā tātou, koutou e te kāinga, i mātakitaki mai. Aroha atu, tukuna tō māua nei aroha ki a koutou. Hui anō, tēnā koutou, huri nō ki te whare nei, tēnā tātou, ka huri.
Another thing I love about all of the pitches tonight is how many of the companies have purpose at their core. And I think it's really beautiful to see that coming through in all of the pitches that we're seeing. Next up to the stage, I'd like to welcome Callum and Cameron from Bambuck Industries Limited.
Michelle. Plastic. Do you ever wonder where it all goes? Well, I found out working in the Mediterranean, sailing through the stuff. This is where our journey started.
The largest contributor to the plastic waste crisis is the food packaging sector. The problem is there's no viable alternatives to compete with plastic on price and performance.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm Callum.
We're here tonight to present to you a solution to this problem. We've experimented with bamboo fibre, multiple biopolymers, and put in countless hours of research into what is the most viable solution.
Our solution is to create a circular bioeconomy using 100% biosourced and biodegradable materials that can be composted commercially or in your home composting machine. Biodegradable polymers alone are too expensive to compete with traditional plastics. However, by applying just a film of the biopolymer and utilising wood fibre reinforcement for structural integrity, we reduce the cost by 87%. This cost reduction enables us to compete with traditional plastics. This biopolymer is watertight and already FDA approved.
To date, we've manufactured a wood fibre manufacturing machine utilising 3D printed tooling for rapid prototyping. This enabled us to recreate a plastic yolk container that is 100% biodegradable and has extended shelf life. Now it is our vision at Bambuck to utilise this technology to replace plastic on supermarket shelves. The last step in our innovation phase is biopolymer film application, with which we've innovated a new technology and are in discussion with potential industry partners.
We're a B2B model. We'll provide food companies with custom, sustainable packaging solutions in order to reduce their footprint. The global market size for food packaging is substantial and shows solid growth. While this demonstrates the potential market is enormous,
the go-to-market strategy in NZ will be very targeted towards niche products that can afford to pay more for premium packaging. This is where our gap in the market is. UCE, Cannon Hill Gourmet, among others, have already expressed interest in trialling their product in our packaging. We're establishing partnerships, and by February 2023, we'll start conducting trials with these companies. Our growth strategy is to quickly establish a profitable and sustainable sector presence, and then employ high-growth techniques such as licensing. As soon as we've got licensable technology, we'll get it out there.
With my in-depth knowledge in engineering and practical skills, combined with Cameron's product design expertise and business commercialisation mindset, we believe our skill sets not only complement each other, but will enable Bambuck to succeed in the long term.
So while it's a technology-driven opportunity, we at Bambuck are very focused on a successful commercialisation. We are open to working with others to help commercialise this fantastic opportunity. We are raising capital to fund our 3D lamination process and further refine this technology. So to find out more, don't hesitate to check out our website or get in touch. We'd love to have you along on our journey. Thank you.
Y'all are so smart. Like, there's just so many cool ideas coming out tonight, and not just ideas, you've been making so much happen in such a short time. So well done to everyone. Next up, I would like to welcome to the stage our final pitch for the night. So you need to be ready. Like, this is the time that you're going to channel all 300 people and really get ready to go loud, because this is pretty much like the last chance to do that after a pitch. So no pressure, but I'm expecting greatness. I would like to welcome to the stage Jessica from Beyond Birds and Bees.
Kia ora. My name is Jessica Mccoy, and I'm the co-founder of Birds and Bees, a free relationships and sexuality education app for young New Zealanders. I work in sexual violence prevention as a health educator in high schools, and I love what I do. But the number of questions I get from students asking how to deal with control and abuse in their relationships is astounding. In New Zealand, it is estimated that 1 in 3 females and 1 in 8 males will experience sexual harm or violence, many before the age of 16. According to our government, it's going to take an entire generation to turn these kind of stats around. Well, that's where we come in. Birds and Bees aims to revolutionise health education for young New Zealanders aged 13 to 24. With schools still opting to just teach safe sex, young kids are missing out on learning what it means to be in and have healthy relationships. Families also, too, often lack confidence initiating talks in this space. So young people are turning to things like Dr. Google and pornography to find what they need. Birds and Bees will step in and provide quality relationships and sexuality education in an interactive, safe, and Aotearoa-specific way. Currently, there's no app or similar solution that exists in New Zealand. We have Just the Facts, which is a website based on sexual health information alone. In Australia, they have a sexual health app called IRL, but again, it's much like Just the Facts. It's also not interactive, and users have to scroll through big chunks of text just to find the information they're looking for. Birds and Bees will do things differently. It'll act as a one-stop shop for all things relationships, sex, and sexuality. It'll have things like videos, animations, flip cards, and quizzes. Users will be able to save and share content with friends from the app, link with external health providers, and have access to the platform wherever they are and whenever they want it. We have looked at the literature. We've spoken to young people, experts in youth health, and multiple school teachers. We've found out what education young people are missing out on, what they actually want to know, and that they love using apps. We've also developed an app prototype that we've taken to young people to get feedback on the look of the app, the name, and the flow, all of which were positive. We're also now in collaboration with the creators of Sense, a Dutch website that aligns with everything we're trying to do. Sense has shown us that there's scope for our venture and has given us some great ideas on how to make the most impact. As for our next steps, we plan to engage a lot more with youth and experts in youth health as we create content for the app and test its usability. We've already secured our first $20,000 in funding, which is allowing us to work part-time on this venture and pay our app developers. As we progress, we're going to continue to seek funding, and we really hope to release the first version of our app in August this year. Birds and Bees is a proud social enterprise and will utilise a sponsorship model to ensure the app remains free for all young New Zealanders. We're already in talks with potential sponsors like Pegasus Health, and we've submitted several grant applications. In the future, there will be opportunities to monetize the app by licensing its content for teaching resources and the app and supporting technology for other markets. So finally, who are we? Myself, Kate and Tracy all have a background in health education and experience working with young people in this space. We then turn to Adrian and Fabian if we need advice in product design and software engineering. As a team, we aim to empower young New Zealanders to live happy, healthy lives and reduce the prevalence of social harm in the long term. So if you're keen to help us with funding to help make this happen, or you know someone who might be, we would love to hear from you. Thank you.
You all did great. They all did great. It has been great so far, and now it's your time to shine. Everyone in this room and online has the opportunity to vote in the People's Choice Award. And what does that mean, you ask? The winner of this award gets $250 cash money. Or it might be transferred to them online, but they're getting $250. So it's very important that you vote. And we're going to give you a little bit of time to look at the information online, or on the screen, but also people online, please look at it on the screen as well, and start voting. We're going to give you 3 minutes to complete your vote, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to get our guest speaker up for his presentation. Okay, we'll be back. Go. Does that feel like it was 3 minutes? Has everyone voted?
Can we have a little bit longer to try to get the Wi-Fi because
The Wi-Fi isn't working. Okay. Have you tried the Wi-Fi, the UCE one that's available?
Yeah, we're giving it a go now.
Okay. I'll give you another like 60 seconds, but if it's still not good, you can keep, we'll give you a little more time. This happens every year? The internet is a hard thing. / technology. Yes, well protected. I'm just waiting for Elliot to give me the thumbs up when he's done. What we might do is take a picture of that code if you still haven't voted, and we'll leave it until the end of Luke's presentation to get your vote in. But if you don't have the code, take a picture of it, and we'll let you keep on voting until the end of Luke. How does that sound? If anyone else is missing it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so next up, I am really excited to invite to the stage Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell started Vexed with his co-founder Lucy in the Summer Startup Program 3 years ago. And he liked the Summer Startup Program so much, he actually did it twice. He tells me that that is no longer allowed. They've changed the rules, but he got 2 bites at that cherry. And Vexed does business in the United States, the UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and I believe that Pledge Me is actually a customer of Vexed. We are, so it's a very good product, I can tell you that for sure. And he's raised over $1 million for his company and has 15 people in his team. And he started this company 3 years ago as part of this program. So I think it's really cool to have him come up on stage and talk to you about what he's done and what he's achieved, both in the program and since. Because, you know, it is totally possible to keep what you're doing now and keep going and growing. So very excited to welcome Luke up to the stage. Luke.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. As Anna generously introduced, I'm Luke, and as an alumni of UCE and the Summer Startup Program, I'm really excited to present tonight, so I'll just get into it. Well, every year I'm reminded of the great effort students go to memorise their compelling business pitches. It's a great skill to practice, and I still do it myself often. Thankfully, today I get to read mine off a script, and I think that's when you know you've made it. Congratulations to the students in this year's summer cohort. Starting your own company is an impressive feat, and to have been a participant in the Summer Startup Program is a privilege for the lucky few. This evening, I'm going to tell you stories from my life related to entrepreneurship, and hopefully there are some lessons that might be helpful for you in the future. As a kid, similarly to a few people in the audience today, actually, I wanted to be an astronaut. There's actually someone in this room who's gotten closer than any of us. They were in the, I think, top 1% of candidates for NASA. Sarah Kessins, if she's still here. There she is. Becoming an astronaut is a common dream, but most grow out of it. A few of us obviously do not, and neither did I. I was and still am incredibly passionate about space and the wonders that exist outside of the Earth. I thought I'd chase this dream, but at 15 I was diagnosed with a rare condition called scoliosis, where your spine curves as you grow. Over the next few years, my spine twisted and bent more and more, eventually curving 60 degrees in parts, until it was fused together in surgery. For a time, my dream, I thought, was impossible. You can't become an astronaut with that kind of disability. But my passion for space stuck with me, and I watched companies like SpaceX and Rocket Lab and more succeed. I thought maybe there was another way. There are so many more people in the world today that can afford to fly with commercial space than will ever be selected for national space programs. So maybe that's my way, I thought. But I needed a get-rich-quick scheme. So I was going to start a startup. But I had no idea how. So I did what many people do when they're unsure about their future. I went to uni. A few years into my degree, I had built up the courage to take the first step and found some information about the Centre for Entrepreneurship, so I came for a visit. After meeting with UCE staff, James Carr, who's hanging around somewhere, and enrolling in a course on starting your own business, I came up with the idea for Vext. It was to be a voicemail app. My dream is to go to space, and I make every big decision about my life through that lens. So I want you to understand yourself and what you want in life, and then drive toward it. Because if you aren't driving your life will drive you. Tomorrow, you'll wake up in old age asking yourself where all the time went, wishing you'd chased your dreams. I stepped into the UCE on the first day of the summer startup program, thinking that by the end of it, we'd have released our software, be making money, and which definitely wasn't the case, and on the road to breakout success. We didn't. In fact, 6 months after the first day, we still had no app. We'd competed in and applied to tens of startup competitions, just like tonight. And most of the time, we lost. In fact, of the 2 summer startup programs we participated in, we didn't win anything. Lucy and I were still full-time students, and failure was a familiar feeling. There have been times since then that have felt much worse. And that's because starting a company can be like eating glass and staring into the abyss. It's also good. Thankfully, 7 months after starting Vext, Lucy made a breakthrough, and we could get to work building our software. We had a few $1,000s from those competitions I mentioned, and I managed to sell a decent chunk of Vext for another few. We hired some fantastic students who have now been with us for years. We released Vext and grew to thousands of users within months. Success consists of going from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. Today, we operate in the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. We've raised about $1 million and have a phenomenal team of about 15 people. And there's a clear path for us to become a multi-billion-dollar company if we can manage to survive, which won't be easy. Trusted mentors, friends, or even judges may not believe in your ideas. Don't let the noise of others' opinions prevent you from following yours, because those who think they can and those who think they cannot are both usually right. However, if you find yourself sitting in front of someone enthusiastically offering you money for some version of your idea, obsess over those people. Find as many as you can and build the foundation of your business around them, because they are your customers. My team and I have put so much time, energy, and suffering into Vext, our company, and there are only 2 co-founders of Vext, Lucy Turner and I. But don't let that confuse you. So many people have raised their hand to help us over the last 3 and a bit years, a few of whom are in this room tonight. We haven't made it this far on our own. None of us can make it alone. A lot of entrepreneurs call themselves self-made, but I think that's a joke. It discounts all of the people in our lives who have supported us, who have put opportunities in front of us, and who have lifted us when we've fallen. I came to the Centre for Entrepreneurship 4 years ago with a bad idea for a different business and a big dream. On the day I arrived at the centre to meet with staff, they could have dismissed me, my idea and turned me away. Instead, I was supported by the people here. I've firsthand seen the effect of a supportive community and a stubborn attitude, especially that, can have on entrepreneurial success. My brother is in a gang and my cousins are in prison. Countless times in my life, I've been offered the support and opportunities so many people I know and love have not. Without it, I would not be in front of you today. It takes a village to raise a startup. Thanks to everyone who has helped raise mine, and to the students here tonight, know that we're here now to help raise yours. Thank you.
I think I'm going to be thinking about that quote for a very long time, that starting a company is like eating glass and staring into the abyss. Whew, it's so true. You stole it. Okay, I'll remember that. So this is what you have all been waiting for. We're about to present the awards. I would like to remind you we're going to clap like there are 300 people in this room. So everyone online is being represented through your applause. And I'm really excited to welcome to the stage Gerard, Paul, and Lisa to start the presentations.
Great, thank you. Right, I'm going to get right into this. Being fed information as we wait here for these awards. Printing's being done. Listening to Luke and watching these ventures just reminds me, no way does 3 minutes represent the blood, sweat and tears, the good, bad and the ugly that have gone into what these people have done in the last 10 weeks. So what amazing work. No wonder that the judges who actually had the benefit of grilling and probing these ventures with questions beyond what you saw tonight, no wonder that they said their deliberations were robust and vigorous due to the really high calibre of the pitches. 2 of the judges were actually ex-UCE alumni. They wanted me to pass on a commendation to the UCE team about how they have watched the quality of ventures development improve over the years. Now to the awards. Each UCE award comes with a $500 contribution to the venture, and the People's Choice Award comes with a $250 contribution. So we go straight into the Innovation Award. The judges said that the venture that the recipient of the Innovation Award knew why their idea was a novel solution and where it could be applied in a very focused and specific way. It was supported by a strong business model, and the innovation was based on a very strong values around a circular and sustainable economy. So let's give our congratulations to Bambuck's Cameron Bartley and Callum Winley. Now, in a pivot worthy of one of our best ventures, the judges have decided toward 2 impact awards. Both of the ventures identified a clear market and the need to address societal issues at an early stage. Both understood their target communities really well and how to reach them, and as such, both ventures are likely to have profound and long-term impact on their respective communities. So the first recipient has conducted comprehensive and credible market research. The venture bravely addresses issues that are not currently adequately addressed in a relevant and accessible way, providing resources to a range of people who can actually amplify the impact of the venture. Congratulations, Beyond the Birds and Bees with Jess and Mccoy. Now, this recipient of the Impact Award also understood their target communities really well and how to reach them. They are committed to delivering intergenerational impact, and this is reinforced by the makeup of the team, promoting greater adoption of te reo and tikanga. Congratulations to te reo purako o te oriori, Manakori, Rikas King and Auraha Rikas. The recipient of the Presentation Award communicated a societal issue which is poorly addressed in a confident and relatable way. It contained good information at an appropriate level to inform and persuade the judges and presented a compelling argument for support. The recipient could also answer questions well with supplementary information readily at their fingertips. Congratulations. It was a damn good presentation, Holly Miller. Two to go. The recipient of the Most Well-Developed Venture Award identified a clear problem, solution and market, had thought the solution through from all angles, identified the venture's own development needs, worked on having a minimum viable company as well as a minimum viable product, has a clear pathway to successful commercialisation, and demonstrated the resilience necessary to tackle big issues to make big impact in a vital sector for New Zealand. Congratulations to Bayable, Maggie Peacock and Zoe Watts. Our last award was selected by the Techno voters, the People's Choice Award, which appealed to a significant proportion of the live and live stream audience, the venture which struck a chord with you all, Falcon Overland, Elliot Neville. So thank you to all our ventures and our judges. While not every venture received an award or even presented here tonight, you're all amazing. Wepo, give it heaps. Over to you, Lisa.
Kia ora tātou. On behalf of UCE team, I really would like to acknowledge and give a huge thank you to our supporters, because we couldn't do what we do at UCE and couldn't have the impact that we have without the amazing support of our industry experts, professional entrepreneurs and academics that are around us. So in the first place, thank you to the judges that had the difficult task last week to select 12 of them that you've seen tonight among the 23 amazing ventures that we had during in this program. Thank you to the judges of this morning who also had a hard task to decide on awarding the 5 ventures that you've just seen now. So thank you to all the judges. Thank you to our speakers as well, because our program is very intensive, and every day we have an entrepreneur or a professional coming in to talk to our ventures, our student. Thank you for delivering such a high quality talks to all of them, sharing your experience, giving tips and advice for them to go forward, move forward and develop their ventures. So thank you to all of them. Just a couple of highlights about those speakers. We had our Fridays dedicated to founder well-being and reflection. So thank you for those sessions. Thank you to our 24-hour sprints as well, and also to our bicultural workshop that we had, and all the yoga sessions that we had every Friday morning. So thank you for all those speakers. Thank you to our mentors. We had 2 big speed mentoring sessions, which are really key milestones of our program. So for those who are not familiar with speed mentoring, it's just like speed dating, but you're not dating your mentor. You actually get fast first impression feedback to help our ventures move forward on developing their ventures. So thank you to all our mentors. We had 50 speakers, 40 mentors during this program, which is a huge number of supporters. And again, this program wouldn't be the same without your support. So thank you to all of you. Please join me to give them a big clap. So thank you to all of them, and thank you to UCE team who has put that together brilliantly. And again, we couldn't have the same impact without a very talented team. So well done, team, and well done to all the 23 ventures that we had during this program. You've been amazing, and that's you. So well done. And I'll hand over to Anna to close off the evening. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but that was amazing. Big ups to all of the founders that pitched tonight, everyone who took part in this program, and a big thanks to the audience, both those that are here tonight, but also those that have live streamed and participated and voted. I'm very glad that we got all the votes through Elliot. I was like, yes, the family got in. And so, yeah, congratulations, everyone. I wish you a great rest of your night. I hope that there's an after party somewhere that you're all going to celebrate. I can't condone that, but please do go and have some fun. And I'd like to close the night now and welcome you to start exiting the building. Cool. Catch ya.